Farhad recalled why the little hoopoe had been with him since he awoke. But what of the other prisoners, he wondered. Alseed's stern warning sharpened Farhad's senses as he entered the Revelations realm once more. The whisper interrupted his thoughts.
Please, my hands.
Swallowed a lump in his throat. He could feel eyes upon him.
Can't take it.
He was nearing the imprisoned whisper. Thoughts of Shireen were a raging torrent that swept away his fears. Amidst the pealing bells, Bistun's roars grew louder, closer. But the fortress of oblivion beckoned. The path to his love was open, and so he ran.
Did I say?
Alseed growled.
We must leave now!
But the whisper! She needs my help! Farhad pleaded. Alseed scowled.
Anyone in that infernal place is already...
The great tree broke off. Time. had run out. Farhad awoke to darkness, as thick and foreboding as a moonless night. Am I? No. He was still in the Revelations realm, but a forgotten, shattered part of it. The memory of Bistun's terrifying appearance sent a shiver down Farhad's spine. Little wonder they named a mountain after him. I have to find Allseeds and leave here. He clenched his fists and cursed his stubbornness. I should have listened, he muttered. Allseeds was right, and now he feared he would pay the price for his obstinacy. I have failed you, my love, he whispered into the darkness. Lost in his thoughts. At first, Farhad didn't notice the statues lining his path. Each depicted Farhad battling the enemies he had fought in the real world. But in every one, the foes had overcome him. What does this mean? He thought. Who sculpted statues of my demise? What cruelty is this? Farhad demanded of the lifeless statues, but they offered no answer. Farhad swallowed a lump in his throat. This one was unfamiliar. We have to go, Farhad said. All Seeds smiled. His voice was thin, a breeze rustling through leaves.
To kill mountain must build new.
Farhad gripped All Seed's amethystine heart. Tears stung his eyes. He sacrificed himself to send me back, he realized. One last time. Bistun's mighty fingers had snuffed out the candle of hope. A great weariness overcame Farhad. He needed to rest, close his eyes. And what better place than beside the statue of the woman he had failed? Wake up, a commanding, unfamiliar voice said. Wake up and follow me. Who said that? Farhad wondered. And why has the hoopoe taken All Seed's heart? It is good to finally speak to you, Farhad, the hoopoe said. I am the goddess Anahita. Anahita explained that she had been under a spell of silence cast by Bistun. She could speak again with the aid of the magic hidden inside All Seeds for so long. The magic contained within his amethystine heart. Of course, Farhad had many questions. I will explain later, Anahita said. She told Farhad to follow her trail once again. Build an anvil, Anahita instructed. Trust me. Now, he could change his weapon at will. Come, time is short, Anahita said. We will talk on the way. Where are you taking me? Farhad asked. The goddess explained what she knew. All Seed's heart was the key to the Revelations realm, to the fortress of Oblivion. But without the tree itself, the heart's magic had waned. My temple bears a holy sign, Anahita said. It may be able to restore the heart's magical power. Have you seen the World Pillar? Farhad asked Anahita. Once, the goddess replied. An old friend of mine lives in its branches. this of? Farhad asked. And why are you helping me? Anahita ruffled her feathers. I'm a guardian, the protector of women. I'm helping you to atone for my past mistakes. With that, she fell silent and would not explain further. A thought suddenly occurred to Farhad. He asked Anahita if she too had heard the whisper in the Revelations realm. You're not insane, if that's what you're asking, she said. Do you recall the moment you fell in love? Anahita asked. It was when she gave me her earrings for building the milk canal, Farhad said. I had not dared hope her kindness could match her beauty. Why were you in the Dark Realm? Farhad asked Anahita. I sought the source of the whispers, she replied. Once, there were many, but they all faded away. All save one. The Div captured me before I could enter the fortress, Anahita said. I became trapped as a hoopoe, unable to speak. my way, and different ones, Farhad thought. If only I had Anahita's wings. Farhad asked Anahita what she meant by atoning for past mistakes. The goddess sighed. I was tasked with giving the holy sign to the just ruler. I gave it to the wrong person. Chaos spread through Persia. I was cast out. Did you tell her how you feel? Anahita said. No, but I... Farhad stuttered and felt his cheeks burn. Anahita's sigh spoke 100 words. Many would not even try. I'm sorry that you were cast out, Anahita, Farhad said. You have nothing to be sorry about, the goddess replied, but I appreciate the sentiment. I was defenseless. I had nothing until Allseeds gave me a branch and I built a weapon. The pickaxe, Farhad surmised. It is yours. Anahita shook her head. No, it is yours. I don't think I have thanked you for your help, Farhad said, shame burning his cheeks. When all seeds died, I lost all hope. I thought my journey was over. Anahita cocked her head and stared at Farhad. You have been through much, the goddess said. But I fear many trials still lie ahead. Giant creature, Farhad said. A guardian Div, Anahita replied. Come, we must be close to my temple now. Pomegranates. Perhaps all seeds came from the world pillar, Farhad mused. Farhad gazed upon the sigil with wonder and fear. Is that the holy sign? Yes and no, Anahita said. I built this one of many. It is based on the design that Ormazd gave me. Ormazd was not a name Farhad was familiar with. Ahura Mazda, the Lord of Wisdom, Anahita clarified. Suddenly, Anahita spoke with great fervor. Now my temple is safe. We can use this to finish what we started. Farhad refused to acknowledge what he had seen. He thought he must be mistaken. It appeared that he had already been to the Fortress of Oblivion, but he had emerged alone. How could I have left Shirin to her suffering? He thought. Guilt took hold. Wisdom to rival her beauty, Anahita said. She knows to seek help from a higher power. A life is a daunting prospect, the goddess continued, if one does not share one's troubles with others. Farhad furrowed his brow. Should we not have gone to the Revelations realm? He asked. Yes, Anahita replied. But the holy sign revealed something unexpected. Allseed's heart was a memory stone. It holds a memory like a sponge holds water, Anahita explained. Like the ones you have excavated in Mount Bistun. But the engraving on Allseed's heart was incomplete. They needed to find the last temple to fully restore the memory. What do you know about these memory stones? Farhad asked. Better I show you, Anahita said. With great trepidation, Farhad took his pickaxe to Mount Bistun once again. And then, the goddess spoke a word beyond Farhad's understanding. Returning to the Revelations realm brought a lump to Farhad's throat. Dread shuddered down his spine. We shouldn't be here, he said. The Div, Bistun, it will... It cannot hurt us, Anahita interrupted. Trust me. Anahita was right. Bistun pounded against the red mist, but could not force its way through. Anahita became animated. I have found the key to the memory stone, she said. She told Farhad that a single word was engraved on it, only visible in the Revelation realm's strange light. Oblivion. What does that mean? Farhad asked. It is the key to Allseed's heart, the goddess said. It is where our friend now rests. Anahita's voice was quiet and strained. Yes, this is the memory of my imprisonment. The engraving featured 3 people. On the right was Anahita in human form. On the left, Farhad's love, Shirin. But who's the man in the middle? Farhad asked. Anahita sighed. My greatest mistake. Farhad staggered as the earth growled and shuddered beneath his feet. The beast, caged for now, was banging on the bars with blows so mighty they crossed realms. We have Bistun's attention, Anahita said. You must confront it. I'm not ready, Farhad said. How can I defeat such a creature? Anahita spread a wing. Look around. Look at what you've created. How far you've come. There is greater strength inside you than you care to acknowledge. Fear is inevitable, but you must not let it control you. If you do, then you have already lost. Follow me, Anahita continued. I owe you answers. He is my great mistake, Anahita said. I chose him, and I chose poorly. How does this help me defeat Bistun? Farhad asked. Anahita sighed. You still have much to learn, human. Patience, for one. Everything has a weakness, the goddess said. Humans, Div, even gods. But before Anahita could say what Bistun's weakness was, she told Farhad they first had to address his. Guardian Div, the usurpers of my... Anahita trailed off. Wait, someone is nearby. Farhad blinked. His jaw dropped. He couldn't believe who stood before him. She was more graceful than a swan, more beautiful than a moonlit lake. Farhad knew he should have felt only relief at seeing Shirin safe. But to his great shame, his happiness was tinged with chagrin. He had dreamed of saving her from imprisonment, yet here she stood. "How did you escape?" Farhad eventually said, his voice trembling. "Escape," Shirin said, with furrowed brow. "Why would I need to escape my castle? I have been there since you built the milk canal." But, you whispered to me," Farhad began. "You are not well, Farhad," Shirin said. "I have come to plead with you to stop this madness." "But Shirin, my love, I do all this for you." Shirin cast down her eyes. "I am sorry if I have misled, but you must know, I do not love you." With those words, the bottom dropped out of Farhad's world. But he had no time to brood. "Hurry," Anahita said. "She is in grave danger." "Forget her harsh words. Prove that you are worthy of her affection." And though Farhad was frightened, his mind racing, he knew what had to be done. Wings with excitement. "The bell, Farhad!" The bell would not peal, her small eyes brimming with sorrow. Anahita caught Farhad's despairing stare. "Save her," the goddess said. "Do not make a mistake as grave as mine." Anahita fought hard, but could not withstand the Diev's might. Farhad wept, for he had lost another friend to Bistun. Despite Shirin's cruel rebuff, Farhad longed to help her, but he could make no sense of her injuries. He gripped Allseed's amethystine heart as the drowning man clutches the rope. "I failed you," he whispered to the stars. "Please, show me what to do." And then, a memory floated to the surface. A single word, oblivion. Don't give up, Farhad pleaded. Stay with me. Farhad cradled her in his arms, as if she were made of porcelain, and he saw something wonderful, the slight rise and fall of her chest. I will take you home, princess, Farhad whispered. The rain ran down his craggy face in rivulets, masking his tears. Perhaps you do not love me, he said, sobbing. But I fought a mountain for you, and I put trusting friends in harm's way. And selfish as it may be, I would do it all again. As Farhad walked, Shirin started murmuring. Farhad leaned close. She whispered but a single word. Khosrow. Suddenly, it all made sense to Farhad. The stone carving. The two were the perfect couple. The king of Persia and the princess of Armenia. How could a lowly sculpture question such a union? Suddenly, Farhad ground his teeth as a great fury washed over him. Not at Shirin, or even Khosrow, but at himself. What was I thinking? How could a princess love someone like me? But it doesn't do to wallow in self-loathing. And other questions wormed their way through Farhad's anger. If not Shirin, then who does the whisper belong to? How could he defeat Bistun and enter the fortress of oblivion? Why even try now? Farhad was ashamed by his selfish musings. What happened to Anahita? He thought. Does she need my help? Lost in his wretched thoughts, Farhad nearly failed to notice something alarming. Shirin's dainty feet were turning gray. I can't feel my legs, Shirin mumbled. Shh, be at peace, Farhad reassured her. You will be all right, as Anahita was. Shirin furrowed her brow. Anahita? Farhad swallowed and drew in a deep breath. She is your guardian. She risked everything to help me. He trailed off with a hoarse croak. I should check the rift is still sealed, Farhad thought, recalling the memory stone. What does the statue hold? Greetings, Farhad. My sources tell me you are a man of your word. Perhaps I should be impressed, but reports of your engravings give me cause to question your sanity. I had thought that when Princess Shirin herself revealed that she does not return your love, you would cease your efforts. If you must persist, so be it. I will not stand in your way. Just remember that I require complete, unhindered passage through Mount Bistun. Only then will I grant you your wish. Know that I have sent my best horsemen to bring the princess home. In the meantime, you are responsible for her safety. Your king, Khosrow. Something about Khosrow's tone set Farhad on edge. When the riders came, he decided to be absent. My lady, Farhad began, forgive me. I could sit here by your side for 100 years, and the gentle rise and fall of your chest alone would sustain me. Farhad swallowed a sob. But I cannot stay. Anahita, the one I mentioned. I must find her. But do not be afraid. The king's men approach like thunder. You will be safe with them. Safer than you ever will be with me. And with that, he gently kissed his love on the forehead and resigned himself to never seeing her again.